that's okay. I think we're all good to go. Scuff aside, hello everybody. My name is David. You can call me Zen. Welcome on in. We are getting ready to play some more, but a new Ratchet and Clank title. I haven't actually played this one in about 2 years. So it's going to be nice to actually get back into the Future Trilogy. If you guys have actually, if you guys didn't know, I've been playing Ratchet and Clank on my channel for probably a few months now. Basically, it's kind of served as a nice little in-between project between games. And now we are going to be starting with the next major trilogy in the game. I am going to be playing this on its original PS3 release, just so everybody is just kind of on the same page with what to expect. So there's going to be frame drops. There's just going to be different little things here and there. But I would say I'm excited to play. It's not this game is probably a huge step forward for just the Ratchet and Clank franchise in general. The Future Trilogy basically kind of takes on a much more story heavy approach, and I hope you guys are excited for that, because I mean, the original game franchise did have a story, mind you. It just wasn't one of the core beats that they wanted to mess around with. And I think Insomniac decided that they wanted to focus more, less, I shouldn't say less on the gunplay, because the gunplay, I would say, is a very pivotal identity to the Ratchet and Clank franchise, you know? But they wanted to try and take a stab at writing a more compelling narrative for Ratchet and Clank, and honestly, I don't blame them. I think that there was a very good opportunity for them to do so with the new system, and why not? So yes, Defender. Ratchet and Clank now in 16:9. How are you doing? The only thing I need to make sure of is I need to make sure that I still have sound. So while that is in the setup, I know I had sound early. So tell me why I had sound in the starting soon for this, like, but now I decided to okay, I don't want to hit start because I want to make sure that I have sound. To my understanding, you're not hearing anything, and I am also not hearing anything, which means that we have a problem. Hello sound. So yeah, you guys can see my little RetroTink 4K here. It's kind of what I use to capture a lot of retro devices and everything. Okay. The sound was working like a second ago. I'm so depressed. Let's see. Unless let me see. I guess we can figure it out as we go. There we go. We just need, I don't want to talk about it. I do not utter a word, Defender. Just enjoy the fact that we're here now. Turning subtitles on. And I am going to lower a lot of the audio just a bit. If it ever gets too loud, feel free, everybody, let me know. But I still can't believe, like, this was one of the games that I truly wanted to have on, truly to have, like, oh no, my brain's not working.
Few buttons. Check. Horizontal stabilizers.
That I really wanted as a kid.
Looks like we got a tailwind. If we time it right, we can ride the slipstream of the grav train past the sea grid traffic. Launch the mag grappler onto that
So,
overpass and
I don't know if
right
anybody
up
else
Ratchet.
noticed
The
this,
thrusters are
but
fine, Clank. See?
did Ratchet look like he's
Don't worry, it's probably just a fuse dynamo.
like green screened onto the background?
Incoming message
I
from Captain
don't,
Core.
I don't know. That's just the easiest way I can explain it. And welcome on in, Braylon. How you doing?
Here at the Planetary Defense Center. Nothing I can't handle, mind you. Just a few thousand heavily armed robotic commandos. But I figured, hey, if you were in the neighborhood, maybe.
Oh, just quirk things.
Heavily armed robotic commandos.
But I'm excited to actually get back into this.
Are you sure this is functioning properly?
You worry too much. Planetary Defense Center, here we
Fair enough, Mr. Goofy.
Clank, hit the auxiliary thrusters! You alright?
Watch out!
I'll say this is cinematic was just one of the few things that
It's a shortcut. Trust me.
also Defender, you can mainly see it around Ratchet's ears.
What did I...
It's hard to explain. But this is still one of my favorite cutscenes to this day. I think it was just so cool and so well done, and I just remember when I was younger, like,
At least I can try out my new nav unit.
yeah. It's one of those things that you can see around, like, him. Oh my god. I'm so used to using, like, the Xbox controller and the Switch controller that having both joysticks at the... Oh, I may have turned this game down way too low. I went from hearing the cutscene perfectly fine to all of a sudden, like... not hearing the game. What is that? There we go. So don't mind me getting my bearings very quickly. It's been a hot minute, okay? But yeah, I'm actually super excited to play this. And I'm actually kind of glad that this was the game that started standardizing Ratchet getting the pistol like first item. So I am very happy about that for sure. So if this wasn't kind of already implied, this is not my first playthrough of the game. So I may be openly talking about my experiences with different aspects of it, as well as just hopefully seeing better than like you guys can probably hope to see at least more above average gameplay. Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes in these games I'm still like bad. So we'll see. But that said, I am familiar enough with the story beats of the game, so you wouldn't be spoiling anything for me. However, I would still advise heavily against like very openly talking about spoilers in chat, just because for some people it may be their first time seeing this game for the first time, and I want to make sure that there's a good enough opportunity for enough of an opportunity for most parties involved to really, you know, get to enjoy the game and see it for themselves. I anticipate this game taking us maybe about 2 weeks to fully get through. You guys didn't know, I stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, on average starting at about starting from about 6 p.m. I was having a little bit of technical difficulties today, mainly surrounding my retro tank, the thing that I use to feed into it, just that way we can upscale this game to higher resolutions to still have it look at least like a tiny bit nicer if we can. But sorry, while I'm currently thinking about it. Oh, okay. This game's audio is coming through very quiet, is what I've noticed. Let's switch it to stereo sound and see if that helps.
Jump on the grind rail to use your grind boots.
Okay, I think that should have helped.
He's escaping on a mag rail, heading south.
But yeah, you can kind of see, like, Insomniac was pretty ambitious because, correct me if I'm wrong, but, was this a launch title for the PS3? I can't fully remember, like, right this second. Maybe it'd be fun to do a little bit of research about that and just kind of... I think one thing that I want to kind of improve on when it comes to streaming, just if you guys are generally curious, I would love to reach a point where, oh, first year, just not at launch. Got it. I didn't have a PS3 when I was younger, so that's part of why I didn't have a good idea. But you could see like, if you guys have played the original Ratchet and Clank trilogy, how much like from a visual scale and just a whole lot of different aspects of this platform and series. Just, can I? Oh, I can shoot this thing. Just how much the series has already like come and grown, and if when we finally get to Rift Apart, I mean, it's just another big step forward. Even though you could argue that Rift Apart was definitely a PS5 tech demo, low-key. So hopefully Insomniac's been slowly working on the next Ratchet and Clank title while as I'm trying to just idly use the combustor pistol. Hopefully they've been working on that in tandem with Wolverine. But I don't know if it's ever going to come out anytime soon, because Insomniac became kind of the Marvel, like one of the Marvel game studios, just because of how well Spider-Man had functioned as a game. Oh, when I was younger, I used to die during this specific section like all the time for some reason. It was really weird.
Nanotech acquired. The more nanotech you have, the more damage you can take.
All right, I think we ironed out most of the technical scuff, hopefully. Oh yes, first upgrade.
Your weapon has upgraded. Weapons upgrade automatically.
Yep,
as they are used.
and graphics just
This
keep looking
increases
like
the
better and
damage
better.
adds new modifications.
So yeah, whenever we finally get to Rift Apart, it might be fun just to put like a nice little screenshot comparison of just how this game has looked and like the different stylizations have like come along with it. So I don't remember this game being as bolt hungry as previous titles, but yeah, just look at how well how the giant cinematic scale of this game. I just remember when I was a kid, I really wanted to play this game just so badly, and I don't know, I get this sense and urge of nostalgia a little bit while just playing this now. When I mentioned that I played this like a year or so ago, I had the opportunity to experience it in a bit of a bit of a different, totally legal, I promise you, light.
He's heading towards the planet's central defense station.
All right.
Enforcers to that sector.
So right now, I am just trying to get as much like weapon XP as I can. I'll be continuing to play this like how I do with other Ratchet and Clank titles that I've streamed in the past. Which that I will primarily be, I will try to use and max out every weapon that I can. I love showing off games, and I love showing off all the different tools that that the game offers you. Now, some weapons are going to be good, some weapons are going to be bad. That's just kind of inevitable in a game like this where weapons are basically a key selling point. So right now, this is the combustor pistol. I will likely be using this primarily over the like grenade launcher weapon. Okay, we made it. So, let's see if I remember how this worked. So during the skydive sections, they decided to add in something that was very cool. If you guys didn't know, this was when the motion access for the PlayStation controllers was really included in the game. You could take advantage of this technology. I don't remember a lot of games that did, but they wanted to reheat the Wii's nachos so bad.
Looks pretty quiet. Where's Quark?
And I'll try to keep quiet during the cutscenes as well. I think 3 would be the correct option in this case.
I believe you may be their intended target.
You think?
It's weird that the sound effects are the thing that come through like the most. Okay. So I may have to adjust audio a tiny bit further, but I'll worry about that maybe in between like next stream and the next stream. Something else that I did want to talk about while we're kind of doing this initial grind rail section is that you guys may have noticed that I had opted to do variety streams as a little bit of a stopgap between this and the game I played last, Yakuza 0. I think that's going to be something that I try to do moving forward, just because I want to make sure that sometimes I want to do little upgrades and stuff for the different games that I may choose to play. It's one of the it was something that I was thinking about for a little bit. It gives me some room to make different little upgrades. And for example, I brought the vertical streams back. So I hope you guys who may be watching this on their phones may enjoy that format.
Behold, the last Lombax in the universe. Truly a pathetic specimen of the race, I'm afraid. So weak.
And you are?
Emperor Percival Tachyon, Crown Prince of the Cragmites, Conqueror of space and time, and, pending the obliteration of a few insubordinate species, ruler of the universe.
Your name's Percival?
Yes.
Emperor! See the crown, see the scepter, the giant walking throne and legion of loyal robotic commandos. Emperor!
Right.
Not that a treacherous furball like you could... What's this? Such a primitive robot companion.
Oh, primitive is so disrespectful.
Used to be such renowned engineers.
Oh, I'd be careful if I were you. He's got posomorphic blaster cannons in his fingertip.
My gripe is not with the people of this arcade planet, but with you. Surrender your deathbot and simply allow us to kill you. No one else need be harmed.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Here you go.
Nice job, Ratchet. And also on the YouTube side, you guys may be able to see this, but I am trying something a little different.
Hyperspace boosters online. Engaging cryosleep.
Cryosleep? No. There's no way I'm gonna...
Nice.
It's fortunate cryosleep does not work on robots.
That's toxic. I remember that bit. They're like, yeah, that gag is so good. I do like that they also, oh, I remember this section.
Clank, are you okay?
Wait, why Ratchet looking like that? Did y'all see? Why did Ratchet look like that?
Fine. Where are
His
we?
why did his face
Ship must
look?
have run out of fuel while on autopilot. Come on, we need to find another ship and get back to Kerwan.
All right, first planet, the good old like swamp adjacent planet that each Ratchet and Clank game kind of has on average. Not want to confirm, not necessarily a bad thing. Oh no, that was the wrong way. Okay, y'all are getting annoying.
Maximum nanotech level has increased.
They weren't dropping nearly as fast to my combustor. Okay, got the nanotech up. But yeah, so as we're kind of playing through the game, I'll stifle in a little bit of my experience of this game and just my experiences with the future trilogy as we go along. One other thing that I want to note that's going to be a little bit important with how I'm handling this game series in comparison to previous titles. So, if you guys didn't know, I will always refer to the future set of games as the future trilogy. Some people may not may interpret that ruling a little bit loosely, and it's because the second game is a game that I can probably finish in a single stream. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. It's basically kind of like the size of a large DLC add-on. So due to that, I'm going to be tackling that game after we finish, almost immediately after finishing Tools of Destruction. And then the third game of the series will be kind of like the second game, if that makes sense. So there's Tools of Destruction, Quest for Booty, and A Crack in Time. So Quest for Booty will be done immediately after Tools of Destruction. And then you guys already know that I don't do the same games like right after one another, I guess.
Acquired raritanium. This valuable resource can be used to upgrade your weapons. Simply go
So-
to a weapons vendor and select.
And
that
then we'll go
upgrade
for a
weapons
crack in time.
option.
Okay. Excuse me. I was gonna say, why is this thing not dying? I was gonna say, like, come on, please. So I can anticipate between this and the Quest for Booty that we can probably have about 2 weeks worth of streams, and then we're gonna have our next game, which is probably going to be a very similar length to Yakuza 0. And I I'm excited for that game as well. This year, for me, has been a very heavy emphasis on the games that I have not been able to I've been putting a lot more of heavy I've been putting a much heavier emphasis on games that I have yet to complete, which is why I decided to put some effort and some time to Yakuza and finishing that. But I also want to make sure that I'm still playing titles that are newer to me. And your one hint to what that game title is that the game title, the game itself is actually very old. And that's the only hint you're getting until we beat probably Quest for Booty. Only a handful of people know what's next. Aw, I thought there was something cool hidden over there. And just because I've played these games before, like I said, I know what's probably going on / happening from a narrative beat. But unfortunately, I do not know what's happening from... Sometimes I don't know this game like inside and out.
With the jackpot power-up, you will temporarily earn more bolts and raritanium.
All I'm thinking about is just like challenge mode in the future, how like you could have so many bolt multipliers come up all at once. But I say that we're doing a pretty good job on the bolt count so far. One thing's for certain though, I am probably going to try to... I was using the fusion grenade launcher for a second there. Just kind of take out more mobs faster while the 2x bonus was going on still. Just to try to get more mileage out of it when I can. So I hope a lot of what I've been expressing and explaining so far has made enough sense. So yeah, the nice thing about the combustor pistol is that you guys can already see a little bit of the indirect upgrade besides more damage. You guys can see the additional pellets that are flying from the gun. So at rank 5, you can hypothetically imagine what we can work with.
You have collected a Leviathan soul. These are valuable in the Polaris galaxy and can be traded for bolts.
Oh yeah, and trust me, there are a solid amount of Leviathans in the game, and we might take advantage. You guys probably also already know that I'm going to take a very semi-completionist approach to the game. So I'm going to try to show off as much as I can, but not... I shouldn't say waste time, but I think you guys know I want to also keep a good pace. You know.
Welcome to Grummelnet's weapon shop.
So we can buy our ammo, so we can get the plasma beasts, or we can get the tornado launcher, or we can upgrade our combustor with the raritanium.
Your puny weapon into a force to be reckoned with. Today we're running a special. For every upgrade you purchase, we'll unlock a new one.
So for right now, those are all the upgrades that we're going to be able to get. And we can get the plasma beasts for now, because if you guys are already familiar with Ratchet and Clank titles, we'll eventually get enough bolts to really like bunker down and get a lot of the different weapons. There's one in specific that I'm looking forward to, and it's this game's take on one of my favorites from Up Your Arsenal. But yeah. Well, this is probably, you know, standard beginning of the Ratchet and Clank thing. And also, Defender, I don't think I ever told you, but I've honestly really appreciated your the little clips about like the different weapons, like even when you were doing it all the way back in during Metaphor.
Don't you lay this
I want you to know that I do appreciate them.
Sack of Kurt, you sweat. You were supposed to watch the jail gate.
Blame the parrot. Always blame the parrot.
Is everything all right, sir?
Imperial spies. Hide their bodies.
Not hide their bodies.
Well, excuse my friend. We're just a couple of humble smugglers, unfairly hunted and persecuted wherever we go. Yep, seems the Imperials have shut down the planet's gelatonium plant. They must be, looking for someone.
Well, we're kind of stranded ourselves. Our ship crashed back there and... kill him now, sell their kidneys.
Jesus Christ, the pictures.
Well, I'll tell you what, pal, we're gonna make you a deal. You get the gel pumps working and we'll, procure a vessel for you. Here, you'll need this gelinator.
All right, so we got the gelinator. Something else that Ratchet and Clank, just as a general title, is known for is that if there are not only their weapons, but we get nice cool gadgets, which gives us an opportunity to solve problems.
Come on, step into our office and take a look.
As my brain's farting because of the this guy.
Smart choice. You got.
So many things to talk about in such a short time, but this game's also known for its I don't want to talk about it. Also known for its puzzle solving with its gadgets. That is the point that I was trying to get to.
The Imperial Defense Force reports that a Lumbax has infiltrated the Star Sector. The Empire
So this is going to be like our first real taste of that. And sorry, I thought that Ratchet was going to grab onto the edge over there. So let's see, because this looks like a, come on. You're telling me that Ratchet can't grab onto that vent? Are you serious? Whatever, game. Whatever.
Attention, citizens of Kabalia.
So, something new that they decided to add to this game is that they added things like the Groovatron and leash bombs. These aren't necessarily weapons that you can upgrade, but they are tools that you can use to kind of turn the tide of combat as well. If you ever run into situations where you think you might need okay, there we go. Well, okay, fine. We won't go over here right now. Whatever, game. What the heck ever.
Attention, citizens of Kabalia.
Can't have nice things in this
Imperial
household.
Defense Force reports that a Lumbax has infiltrated the Star Sector. The Empire expects your full cooperation in neutralizing this threat to our security.
So, the Groovatron is one, leech bombs are another. We have a couple of different, we'll eventually see a couple of different options while we play the game
This
here.
plant has been shut down in the order of Emperor Tachyon. You are
So,
trespassing
some
on
other things I can kind of talk about. I haven't really talked about Clank all that much. This game is Ratchet and Clank. Clank is our robot companion who you guys have been seeing me use a lot for my platforming expertise. So there is there's a lot of things that Clank can do with this helipack. It allows us to do certain things like glide, for example. Not a lot of platformers can let you do that. I know that much. Let me see. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I could actually. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's toxic. You can use the gelinator to also, you know, battle your enemies, but I want XP. All right, so there's two different ways that we can go. We can head over to our right, or we can head up top. Honestly, I see the vision, Defender. I see the vision. It's always worth going. It's always worth going through both paths. By the way, because normally one path will have a whole bunch of extra bonuses, typically bolts of some kind. But now with the game including Raritanium as an option, it's always a good idea to try to explore to your fullest. If an item you're using is gonna be... All right. There we go. If an item that you're going to be using or money that you're going to be collecting ends up going out of bounds, it'll automatically like flow towards you. So you never have to... You'll never have to fully worry about that. Okay. So don't ever worry if your money ever just falls off the map. It'll automatically like float towards you. Okay. Ooh. That was painful. But yeah, one of the biggest advice. Actually, yeah, I'll talk about this. One of the biggest advice that you always see me have for any Ratchet and Clank titles is, honestly, take your time and explore and enjoy like the different environments that the world's laid out.
Your grav boots will allow you to traverse ionized metal surfaces.
You honestly never know what you may actually like run into if you just take the extra couple minutes to explore a map in full. Like I mentioned before, things like more bolts may actually be like an important benefit to have. Because trust me, things in this game can and will get expensive later. And while that's okay mostly, I forgot how to switch to first person view. Oops. All right, so we don't have a good way to head up here yet, because even if we made this as tall as we could, that's about as high as our jump can get. And that's fine. So like I said, take your time and explore everywhere. You never know. But right now, there was nothing down here that was like particularly ready and waiting for me. So let's go ahead and continue on our merry way. As you can see, we have a bit of a time crunch this time when it comes to using the gel. So you want so they were just kind of testing your reflexes. I know that there are some people out there whose reflexes are not great, and so this challenge was a little hard. And honestly, it almost looked like my reflexes weren't all that great for a moment. Okay. So, as we're continuing to move on, I hope everybody's day's been well. To be honest with y'all, I actually nearly canceled today. Between the technical difficulties, I've also just been having a very rough time at work lately. And I thought that taking a break might have been in order, but I ended up deciding against taking a break for right now. I just felt like this was something that I figured that I would enjoy. And I feel like that's a big part of streaming that a lot of people just forget about. You know, a lot of the time people are understandably who want to make this a career are like trying to min-max the algorithm and everything. And so they end up losing sight of, you know, the very nice value of streaming that they were kind of looking for with the different games that are out there in the world for people to play. And I understand that. And sometimes, you know, some of us may fall into I fall into that pit sometimes too. But there's such a thing as maintaining a balance, you know? It's not an easy thing to do. And I don't want anybody to ever think that I'm saying I don't want anybody to ever think that like, oh, just play with you, enjoy, and just people will naturally flock. It's never that simple. If it were that simple, I'd have a million subs, you know, easy peasy. But there's a lot more work that truly needs to be done besides just streaming and everything, and that's kind of where I struggle a little bit as a creator, in all honesty. And I'm pretty sure you guys have probably seen to some degree that, yeah, this is something that I do struggle with at times. A lot of the times I still have videos to make, like from Mystery Dungeon, that I would really like to go and take care of. But sometimes, you know, it's just, it's not immediately in the cards for me right now. And that's okay.
Attention citizens of Kabalia. Today is Tachyon Appreciation Day. You must show your devotion to our leader.
Not Tachyon Devotion Day. And what are the odds that we end up right in the galaxy where this emperor is currently like ruling and ruining everything? So I know that we're supposed to talk to the smuggler here, but I figure that right now is actually a good opportunity to really kind of sit down and explore the planet. So you guys can see that we still have a mini map, and we still have that entire upper section to kind of go and explore. So we are gonna use this as a very good opportunity to take a thorough look at the planet. Because while we can always come back later, and there's probably a solid chance that we will come back later, why not only come back when we absolutely have to? Because look at all this extra like resources that we're getting, like all these bolts. Oh, that's odd. Oh. So for our platforming troubles, dun, da, 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 we almost fell off the map, but we got a gold bolt. Gold bolts are basically like, you know, your little handful of special collectibles that you'll run into throughout the game. Just nice and simple. So now we are going to head out to the outskirts of the area, mostly to collect additional resources, and we do have another Leviathan that we are going to need to fight here. So, oh, why was he? Sorry. If you guys are new here, I scare very, very easily. Always been like that, always will be. Okay, there we go. Another Leviathan soul. It also gives us a little bit of raritanium. Oh, hello there. All right. Doesn't look like we can go in there. Probably a good thing. So yeah, we have a second Leviathan. The unfortunate reality is that we are starting to run quite low on ammo. So why don't I show off the plasma beasts a little bit? So the plasma beasts are mobs that you can drop down on the ground, and they'll charge at your opposing enemies. Not a bad weapon. Ooh, okay. I see you. All right, there we go. So we got, I'd say that we got three. Let's say we got our 3 Leviathans. So we've kind of nearly exhausted a good chunk of our options here on this first planet of Cabalia. So I say we head on back to the good old smuggler and grab our vessel to get out of here. And just like that, we kind of finished our first planet. I think we're doing pretty good for ourselves. So, why don't we start off with the Leviathan souls? We have 3 of them. We can get some bolts out of it.
Bolts in the bag, friend. Look here. There are creatures out there. Now, the ones of the larger variety carry in each of them a Leviathan soul. Now, I'll kill them, I'll collect them, and then sell them. And I'll tell you what. You find any souls, you be sure and bring them on back to me, you hear? I'll give you a fair price for them.
So,
pleasure doing business with you.
So we got 6K bolts.
All right.
So we can get
you gotta be kidding me.
get a nice little lore drop
You're on Cabalia.
by talking to the smuggler and using the different dialogue options to get more information.
At least it was until Emperor Tachyon shut down the plant.
All right, let's go on ahead and ride with the smuggler and finally take our leave from the planet. Took us a second, but we're finally heading out. All right, what does this new planet got for us?
So the Polaris Galaxy. Tachyon owns all of it?
Yep. Ironic, ain't it? The one Cragmite they didn't vaporize comes back to oppress the galaxy.
Who is they?
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Are you kidding me? The Lombaxes vaporized the whole lot of them years ago. Left the Cragmite planet nothing but an empty hunk of dirt.
Ooh.
All hail the Lombaxes, saviors of the universe!
Attention transport vessel. A bioscan reveals a Lombax life form aboard your ship. Stand by for immediate disintegration.
Ditch the Lombax! Nothing but trouble! Nothing but trouble!
Sir,
Not ditch the Lombax.
Excess cargo. You could increase your speed and evade capture.
I couldn't agree more.
Up, bye guys. All right. So, wow, hey, ow. Fine. I'll actually try. Wait. Don't take me out before I even land on the ground. Come on, wait. Oh, leave me alone. Okay.
He's touching down in Sector 1.
Okay, we're good. We're good, everybody.
You've got enough Veritanium for an upgrade. Upgraded. Done and done. Bada bing, bada boom.
All right, we almost have all of the evolutions of the combustor already. I'm going to try my best to complete every weapon to the best of my ability as well during this. So once the combustor pistol is at this level as well, once it's also fully maxed out, we will truly move on from this weapon. But you guys can already see how much, like, oh, are you kidding me? Come on. All right, guys, we can do this. Oh, these guys have pistols, so let's break their shields, and voila. We can actually go back and upgrade our stuff with the Raritanium.
Perhaps we should try using one of our devices against that cyclo cannon.
So yes, that guy would have probably taken us out. So we are just gonna use our grenades and make sure that we get out of that alive. All right, what's this?
The shock ravager uses electrical current to neutralize shielded enemies. To perform a whip attack, press the fire button.
I like whips. Whips are nice. You guys already know from like before how I felt about the quantum flail and Ratchet deadlocked. So you guys already know what's about to go down.
Here you go. Here you go.
All right, so we also got the Confuzzler gas too. So we also got a new device out of everything. So we are gonna back up just a little bit, mostly because your boy needs ammo, HP, maybe a form of religious prayer, all of the above even. So we're gonna finish our combustors, upgrades, and then we'll start working on the grenade. I'm probably gonna work in the order of items obtained. Every time the PS3 hiccups, it scares me. And thank goodness this gives these guys also give a little bit of Raritanium. So it should, so our leveling progress should actually still feel natural for the most part. All right, let's not be in danger. All right, so they did talk about using the shock ravager to help deal with shields. All right, and I didn't get to even talk about this opportunity a little bit, but the Groovatron is definitely one of the better weapons or better devices. It just causes, if you are fighting a huge crowd of enemies, all of them to dance. And that is something that's very, very, very good. Because what that inadvertently means that you just activated a room-wide stun. All right.
Electrical attacks are useless against an electrified enemy, Ratchet. Try a different weapon.
Thank you, I guess. Clank, wasn't like I knew that already. I guess they are just trying to tell you to use the shock ravager to stun, and then my combustor pistol actually feels so good. Did it always feel this good? I'm trying to remember. You know what? I guess that aspect of it doesn't matter nearly as much.
Here you'll experience the invigorating splendor of ziplining. Stand under the zipline and press the jump button to use it.
Okay, there's no bottomless pit. And now, because this game is very context sensitive, if you're jumping in the air towards something that you can use your grapple shot thing with, it'll be pretty nice to you about it. Oh my goodness! Like I said, totally nice, totally nice. That was almost so bad. But because of the context sensitivity, we can actually go on ahead and get ourselves a free ride over to the next area that we need to go to. Alright. So, like we've been doing many times before, we definitely want to... Alright, come on. Take him out. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised with how much of the Raritanium I've been getting so far. One could argue that it feels like too much, but with how many weapons we're going to have to upgrade down the line, it's not a big deal at all. For me, at least. All right, use our momentum. And they're nice enough to give different color indicators when things are sorry. They give different indicators on which thing does what. So what we want to do is not do that. Is that enough? Is not enough. So you don't want to do that. That I would highly advise against doing. And they're nice enough to not put another one of those wheel guys like right in front of me, because that would have sucked. Okay. Oh! As a friendly reminder, don't hit triangle too fast, otherwise you'll end up like me, wondering exactly how did I get here?
To grab onto a ledge,
there we go. This is what they wanted us to do.
you can press the jump
Oops.
button to access higher ledges, or use the left stick to move along the ledge.
So, one thing I actually haven't seen for this franchise specifically is that I actually have not really seen a lot about the speedrunning scene for the future trilogy. It's always been the original because of how, like, the movement physics, I imagine. Okay, you can't just drop from the sky and, like, scare the bejeebles out of me. Oh, those bullets fire so slowly. Those bullets. All
right, Chief. What can we do you for?
That was actually so upsetting.
Keep the safety on, Chief.
I swear to you guys, I have played this game before. I may play like an absolute numbskull, but I promise you I'm not. All right, where I can't remember exactly which side was the objective. It looks like going the straight path would likely be the case based off of what the map showed. Showed off? Okay. All right, we got ourselves a nice little HP raise. We didn't have enough money at the time to get that armor upgrade that we saw. But I definitely wanted to at least get the raritanium. I went over here just in case I was able to spawn something to like fight and take out. But because we have such minimal defense at the moment, I do have to, at the very least, respect most things that I fight. See, much better experience. Ratchet, why'd you? It's okay, David. Just get back to where you were. The nice thing is that it seems like those wheel guys don't respawn. Alright, there we go. I opted to use the high jump there, which you do by crouching down and then jumping. it'll let you reach newer heights right off the rip. So I wonder if that's just faster on average in Okay. Okay, you guys can kindly get out of the way. I wonder if I'm curious about something. Oh, I see. So that's still the correct way to go. But I personally do not want to go that way yet. I kind of want to use our gelinator and figure out what's around. Like all that raritanium. So I'm gonna get up to the tippy top and just take a quick survey around. I don't see anything too crazy, so I imagine that there's not too much here for us. So we didn't have to pick up the gel thing, but it was it's a nice option to have. But yeah, you guys can see you're not necessarily supposed to go in there just quite yet. On either side. See, I was hypothetically wondering if that was just going to turn off the fields for the door as well, and I was like, maybe we do. Nope, nope. That one just rendered out. That one just rendered out. I was going to be like, wait. Did I accidentally cook? Because sometimes that happens when I'm playing this game. I'll accidentally cook.
Gadgetron admires your persistence, but feels compelled to inform you that your currently selected weapon is ineffective against shielded enemies. Try a stronger weapon.
Oh, that's fun.
Or wait until the enemy is unshielded.
Okay. We definitely want to head back here first. I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting as much of these resources as I can. Mostly because I think it's just fun to really take a stab at it. Like, really try to thoroughly explore a level. So we still have our gelinator. So we can definitely get that raritanium up top here. So I'm pretty sure that like wrench zip line is exactly where we're supposed to go. Unfortunate for the game, that's not where I want to go just quite yet. So, oops. So, what we can do instead, to have a little bit of fun, see how we didn't have to use, there's a little bit of expression with the, we have a little bit of expression with how we can get from point A to point B. I'd say that's pretty good.
Ratchet, those creatures are telling us to go inside that building.
Creatures? What creatures? Did you get your wires crossed in that crash?
Oh!
modifying yourself in private?
Absolutely not. And I do not care much for your tone.
How even modifying yourself in private is wild. So this is probably gonna be one of the hardest parts of the game for me, because this is gonna use tilt controls, and I don't. And I'm not great at using these. So Ratchet can't see these guys, so I'm imagining that it's actually Clank who's the one who's seeing it and is kind of guiding Ratchet while we're kind of flying from point A to point B here. Oh. I guess that was not what I was supposed to do. So, are we able to, like, deactivate? I forgot if it was triangle or X that was the deactivate button. Oh, I see. There's a whole bunch of different, like, little wing points now. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, so I can actually head the other way, too. Oh dang, not the bot immediately banning somebody. What did they do? I wonder what, I'll look at the logs later. Okay. So we have an option here. We can still continue waiting for the tornado launcher, or we can grab the predator launcher. We are definitely continuing to upgrade our little grenade launcher because we have 1300 rare titanium. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right. Next one, plasma beasts. And welcome on in, Kel. I don't know if you've just been lurking the whole time or if you just got in. Either way, I hope your day's been going well so far. Does Ratchet... Oh, okay, Ratchet does have Okay, there we go. Why did I do that?
Any attempt to learn while on these premises will result in permanent confinement in Zordian prison.
Why? Okay. So let's see. It is always a good idea to look down at your map. You want to go underwater to mainly take their opportunity to avoid the mines. And hit the switches. Pretty simple puzzle. Just reminds you that Ratchet has an underwater pack. But honestly, I feel like a lot of the other Ratchet and Clank titles really don't take advantage of this in these sections anymore. But I'm coming back from an age where people were not the biggest fans of underwater sections in games, which honestly, I get it.
But the security measures on this level of the facility are far more devious than the last. Spare yourself the abject humiliation of failure and turn back now.
So wait. Oh, is this the correct way forward? That's like what I wanted, but not. Okay, we'll head back the other way because I think there is something else there for us. But I want to take either way, I want to take a good look before we proceed onward in this little section. Oh. Ow. Okay, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Okay, I was wrong, I was wrong. Alright, oh. Okay, David, look. See, can I blame it on the control stick, guys? Is that okay? Ew, there's things underwater. Can I kill them? Of course not. Oh, okay. Almost landed on one.
Attention, citizen. This is your final warning. The knowledge contained in this hall has been classified as a
All
threat
right,
to the
I guess
Empire.
we're draining the water so we can take them out, maybe?
And irreversible death.
That would make sense. Oh no, it raises them up. So I can jump on their heads. Do I still have gel? I do. So I think what I'm supposed to do then is put gel on like... Oh, okay, I see. I see the vision of the puzzle. Ta-da! You guys like that? You guys like when I actually think? Also, now that these guys are up here, I can comfortably come down here. Oh, I was like, why is my controller vibrating? Y'all, sometimes when I feel signals in a game, like this game doesn't need to add to my blood. Video games don't need to add to my blood pressure. Unfortunately, they just do. So jump once, jump twice. The octopus thing will kind of rotate over and we'll be able to get out of here.
He's in the ventilation shaft above the map room. We cannot allow the Lombax access to its database.
Unfortunately, I think I'm going to get access to the database. All right. They're going to try to ambush us. I will show them that that is a very notoriously bad idea. Oh, the Shock Ravager is so good. Oh. Sorry, I didn't realize that you were still alive back there. Just remember, these hands are rated E for everyone.
Great, we're trapped. So why did we come here again? Clank?
Planet Fastoon. Interesting.
Why?
Well, according to the database, it is a Lombax planet.
Download the coordinates. We'll take the escape pod.
But Ratchet, the database also says...
Look, there's no time. Come on.
You're acting like I can't take them. You're acting like I can't defeat them. I would have been able to beat them. All right.
You are now
So how do
entering
you
Fastoon.
guys feel about the fact that we already beat 2 planets? It's only been about an hour and a half. I'm feeling good and productive.
All right, Chief. What can we do you for?
So let's buy up our ammo. And we'll pick up the Predator launcher. Still might be a little bit before we really like sink
Bada bing, bada boom.
before we really can sink like a ton of resources into it, but it's good that we have it.
Something terrible happened here.
So yep, welcome to this planet. We might be here for a little bit. With the way this planet's set up, there's the obvious linear path, but we can also we're also going to be set up to explore the planet quite nicely as well.
What the? Where is everyone?
I tried to tell you, Ratchet. The database said this planet was deserted ages ago.
Clank, you see that? It's an old ship.
Very old, it would seem.
I'd believe that.
We have to fix her.
Ratchet, we must be practical. Tachyon will find the pod's flight codes. He will be here any minute.
Clank, please. I need to fix her.
Oh, very well.
A virtual diagnostic of this spacecraft confirms 6 missing components necessary for intergalactic travel. Happy hunting.
Okay. What are we looking at here? Ooh. All right. So you guys know that we have our objective. We are finally going to stop having the more linear path soon enough. But this is one of those planets where they actually do want us to explore quite a bit. So I say we do. So I do confirm that we should, at the minimum, do that. Those poor things. I don't know if you guys heard its little cry of pain, but are y'all hearing that? And look at that, our rank 5 look of this weapon.
You have upgraded to the magma combustor. Your weapon has been modified with 3 additional plasma barrels to cover more ground.
Neat. So now that we have the combustor cannon completely upgraded, it's likely going to be in my best interest to probably just go on ahead and not use it anymore for the sake of just getting more weapon experience. So we got one component of the ship down by just hanging out around the back. We still have quite a bit of planet to kind of look over though. So just bear that in mind as we continue our exploration. The thing that does make me sad though is that because Naughty Dog is I believe moved on to Uncharted at this point, we never really got an opportunity to see like what the Jak and Daxter franchise would have potentially looked like in this with the potential of a with this visual potential. Okay, ow. Please. It took so long to like eradicate that thing. It just kept spawning more. All right. Okay, that's also gone too. I was about to say I will pull out the magma gun if I needed to, but it went away as it should have.
Congratulations, you have received an interstellar holovite from
Stefan Quarkanopolis.
Oh no, not Quark. Quark is such. I will say that Quark is one of their most like fun characters, period. Just he's still very interesting. So, and if you are a player of the original trilogy, you'd understand my feelings of, would concern be correct to say? I don't know if concern is nice to say either, so. I figured that my Shock Ravager was going to level up one way or another, so it was just easier to continuously just whip the little enemy spawner and just it'll die when it dies. Anyway, this planet isn't too bad. The game justifiably did slow down.
Hold your breath, Clank. Looks like we're going for a dip.
And I think that, you know, having moments like this where the game does slow down a bit and you can just explore, more importantly, breathe, is very, very important. It's just whenever, the problem is that if a game ever gets too whiplashy with it, then, that's when you can start potentially having problems. Okay. Honestly, we're almost getting pretty close to getting all the components for this ship. We've just been kind of vibing away. We still have 2 more components to get by the looks of the map. But I will try my best to make sure that we explore this planet as thoroughly as we can. It's just crazy how much faster swimming is underneath the water, kind of like this. It's not something that maybe a lot of players can think about. I would probably classify it under something that easily forgettable tips. Okay. Nothing over there. We can head back. So, while we're kind of exploring the planet, I can talk about some other games that I've been kind of playing off to the side since I think that'll be a little fun thing to do. So, one of my most played games right now currently is Persona 5X, for Persona 5 the Phantom X. The game's been kind of riddled with
Ratchet, the entrance to this raritanium mine is too small.
It's been riddled with controversy, but it's not not world ending. Destroy it? I don't fully remember what they want to destroy. Do I tell them to wait here? Oh no, I just need to actually run faster. It's weird to me that, you know, Clank slowly has the capability of slowing down time. Even though it's weird because he himself is also like being slowed down. So it's kind of weird. All right. But I do love seeing me some raritanium mines. Thanks, by the way. And don't ask me how I didn't see this button. I do appreciate that they added in levitate for me. I just didn't need it. But it's just probably just using that to help us understand my tools. No, 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 no. Okay. Oh. Right, they can lob like giant cannonballs. Oh, so you guys got whatever's trying to murder me, right? If it wasn't obvious enough, though, Clank is significantly squishier as opposed to Ratchet. And he also can't swim on his own, even though he has the Hydro Pack. Wait. Yeah, game? You're starting me from all... Hello? Y'all see how far they're starting me back from? I don't know if I like that jumping still maintains momentum in this. Like, look at this. Why is jumping still, like, maintaining momentum when the time's supposed to be slowed down? Insane work. But that actually makes this a little bit easier, I would think. Look at that. That's so much easier. That... It wouldn't be a Ratchet and Clank title without some cheese. Oh! I don't want to talk about it. I was doing so good. Wasn't getting hit, wasn't doing nothing, but of course, it's always the platforming section that just tears me asunder. Can't be something fun like, oh, this is just like a really hard battle, even with our floating robot friends. Because that would be too simple. But yeah, as I was going back over what I was like initially saying. Okay. Okay. Playing a lot of Persona 5 The Phantom X. Been playing a good amount of Honkai Star Rail. Just a nice solid bit of everything. Okay. These guys are all taken out. Why did I decide to go when all three have spikes going? It don't matter. All right, those three. Wait, did they just rebuild the elevator or they just move stuff out the way? You know what? Who cares? So this is the part where, like, fighting can get a little bit interesting. I'm guessing that just because, you know, these guys can actually pack a bit of a punch. Oh, the way they say it all in unison like that was crazy. All right, give me that good old elevator. Look at all my friends. Oh, good job on opening the door, team. Please don't make me restart this entire section. Please don't make me restart this. Okay. Can I activate levitate in the midair? No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. You cannot activate levitate in midair. So this is one of those moments where you definitely need to get it right the first time. This was... Really? Okay. I'm trying to fight back a sneeze at the moment, but I'm also sitting in... I love the old school janky hitboxes. There's quite literally no reason why that should have worked. Oh. Oh. Thank you. Thank you, Zonai robot pals, like the game was suggesting. Can I get up there? I don't want to put the effort into, like, seriously trying. Alright, what's this cutscene got for us? Okay. Wish I had my friends. My friends made exploring and fighting easy. But it's okay. At least I get raritanium for my trouble. Yeah, these weapon upgrades are gonna look quite nice, if I do say so myself. Was that it for this whole section? Just... I forgot why we were there. But I guess that's a... not necessarily point of no return, but might as well have been. But I've actually been... I want you guys to know, by the way, that I have been actually seriously enjoying, like, what we've done thus far. Please, 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 please don't prove I'm right. This is one of those few times where you probably just want to use a weapon to quickly open up all the bolts while the time 2 multiplier is going. So we can't go over there to our left, unfortunately, so we still have one more area that we can go to. So I am going to make a break for it. Goodness, I just love the fact that they combined my 2 favorite things together. But I'm a little sad that they decided to Oh wait, let's upgrade the fusion grid. I didn't realize I was that close. Yeah, I need to actually be using a bit of the other weapons too. Because these are, I'll say, the nice thing that I've actually noticed about Tools of Destruction so far is that all the weapons, and I think most Ratchet and Clank games are like this, all the weapons in the early game feel good. And weapon feel is so important in a Ratchet and Clank title. And that's a hill that is worth dying on. Because if the because imagine if none of these weapons felt good. At least for where or when you would like acquire them. Then the game wouldn't be fun to play.
According to our database, you now have all the parts necessary to restore your ship to working order. Thanks for using Gadgetron's virtual diagnostic service. Your account will be billed within 3 working days.
Oh, yikes, not the 3 working days.
Yeah!
Okay. It's probably important that we do use the fusion grenade first. The AoE, honestly, surrounding them is still a little bit bigger than the plasma beasts, at least currently. So,
okay, I think
we're doing good.
Let's get to work.
Okay. Let's get some more.
Tachyon carved up the city with his army of Drophids. It was a cruel act of retaliation. If only he had known how evil the Kragmites were. Oh, if they had won the Great War, the entire universe would have fallen under their terrible rule.
Alright, well,
I couldn't say, really. Probably to steal
what do you mean,
their
ship you don't
technology.
know? You're my only resource.
Even the nanotech combat armor he gave the Drophids are all made using stolen Lombax technology.
Okay.
Of course. I am equipped with an HD-47 optical holoscreen. Hop in.
Alright, let's hop in.
I am sorry. My memory bank seemed to have been damaged in the crash. The last thing I remember was laying down suppressive fire over the court of Azimuth.
Okay.
Unpleasant, dreadful, dreadful, dreadful little creatures from planet
Yeah, those creatures were unpleasant.
loyalty with Raritanium and recruited them for his own personal army.
Okay, let's enter the ship.
Mad for mayhem, crave carnage, adore destruction? Well, today is your lucky day. You have been invited to participate, witness the greatest, bloodiest, goriest battle in the universe. The Imperial Fight Festival. Rated M for mature.
Oh wait, is this the Coliseum planet?
Go and enjoy a night of entertainment without any ulterior motives or deception. Offer only valid for fuzzy long-eared orphans and their tiny robotic companions.
Please? I love the Coliseum planets.
Sounded like Captain Quark.
Which means it's probably a trap. But it's our only lead. Let's go see what he's gotten himself into.
But yeah. So we can't head back well, sorry, we can head back to the previous planets if especially if you want to go back to Strata City and look for that other gold bolt. But if you guys are maybe not familiar with some other Ratchet and Clank titles, One thing that's always kind of known about them for sure is that we'll probably get a way to detect gold bolts towards the latter. Toward the latter half of the game, we'll actually get a way to see everything.
Ahoy there, young scallywag! This be common slack. Scourge of the galaxy.
No, not
Or
the pirates. Okay. So, with this game, they brought back the starship fighting from Going Commando. Is it a great system? Debatable. Don't mind me. The sensitivity is a little goofy. So I'm still trying to remember exactly how all the fighting is supposed to work. Were those nanotech?
Hang on, Clank. We'll lose them in the asteroid belt.
They're headed into the boron asteroid belt. Rusty Pit, set course and raise primary collision deflectors. Aye, aye, Captain. Collision deflectors, deflected.
Oh god. Okay. Come on.
You can auto-lock onto enemy targets by pressing and holding the L1 button. Release
I would love to have a little, just like a tiny bit of nanotech would go like a long way.
Fly through the nanotech induction range
Oh,
to restore
just what the doctor ordered.
I don't think this one's gonna cooperate, Captain. Time for drastic measures.
So there's a lot of mines in the area, so it might be worth to actually try to break a couple of them.
He's pushing 800 qubits a second and ain't even broken a sweat. Looks like we got ourselves a show off, boys. Find your cruxes, I pin him first.
Trying to avoid the rocks and the mines.
Either the L2 or R2 button.
Find the asteroids, lads.
All right. Wait, it didn't. Good to know I can only target 6 at a time. Oh. So I guess I no longer have to worry about piloting. I didn't even see that bonus target over there at first. No, I missed the target. No. Oh, easy dodge, I guess. Just space pirate things. Oh, we got a gold bolt because we got all of them. Neat. Can we get to that planet now, please, or is this going to be a boss fight since there's 3 rings?
Looks like a pirate demolition vessel.
Yep. Okay. I want to get rid of that ring first. Or at least I want to try to get rid of that ring first, but that ring is tearing me a new one. Goodness. I was doing fine up until, like, the ring almost got me. Alright, I'm just holding down R1 and I'm just moving in a circle. Honestly, a panic circle seems to be quite effective. I'm also just trying to see if there are any weak spots that I should be aware of, but it does not look like it. So, panic circle shooting it is. Panic circle. Panic circle. Panic. Oh my god, panic circle. There we go. Not the Minesweeper skill point. All right, finally made it to the planet. I totally forgot that there was combat sections like this, or ship combat sections. That's fine. Okay.
Ratchet, it's Quark. I see you managed to decode my ingenious holowite. I have important information for you.
Ingenious. Right. Ingenious. But it's probably about time we actually upgrade our armor, so I'm going to actually upgrade this to the Black Star armor. This is, I forgot how much damage reduction is going to provide for us, but just understand that things are going to still be hitting harder as we continue to go across our time in the game. So, we'll take this initial level of damage reduction. So, let's use a fusion grenade. Alright, we have 2,000 of these. We know we got the Plasma Beasts, then the Shock Ravager, then the grenade. So, we completed 3 guns already. I'd say that we're actually making good progress as far as like that goes. Oh, okay. We almost fully upgraded the Shock Ravager in one go. It still has one more upgrade, but might be a little while before we can get it.
Send out a holo scan of the creature to all Drophet teams.
Fine. Alright, looking up ahead, it looks like we're supposed to be heading kind of towards the right to get to the Coliseum. We'll get over there eventually. But I think you have to get these like Tachyon trophies or emblems or whatever. I was kind of only half listening to the dialogue that was being said, because I think even with the even with subtitles on, I would kind of not hearing the side audio that much. Oh, and then the skins cost, got it. The skins cost gold bolts. That's cute.
He's here to assassinate the Emperor. Issue a Class B evac order and transport His Highness to a secure sector.
To Emperor Tachyon's trail of turning terror.
Okay, so we can't go that way just quite yet. Oh, it's because we're lacking the statues. Got it. Oh, I see another one. All right. Not the... Sorry, the hairball sweep got me. You need a gadget that's not found on this planet? Sure, whatever. Oh, there it is. There's the last one. How do we get up there? Oh, easy. Come on. All right, now we can go through this nice optional area. And sorry if the twirling camera is a lot. Don't mean for it to be. It is what it is. But this looks like this is just the optional path for this area, so I'm quite curious about it. Just because it's... Oh! Why did... That stresses me out. Alright, take the jump. I like the little effect that they add for Ratchet, like the streaks showing that he's actually moving at an incredibly fast speed. Okay. So we just want to jump on one. So we definitely want to end up eventually. We'll just head right here now. Get it. Oh, there was so much raritanium here. Oh my gosh. Hey, what'd I just get?
You have discovered a piece of a Gadgetron holoplan. Holoplans are the property of the Gadgetron Corporation and are to be considered classified.
Oh, I think I know what that's for. We probably won't see the what's it called? Oh my goodness.
Attention all units. The Lombax assassin is in the carnival area. Ready the sentries. Deploy the Tesla drones. Shut down the teacups.
There we go. We landed where we were supposed to. We can probably head back there eventually. But let's go on ahead and... Oh! Oh! There we go. You guys may wonder, whenever the double XP thing comes on... Oh, that's an electric... That was an electric enemy. Oops. Yeah, I'm trying to get as many of these bolts as I can while this ×2 is going. But are we almost out of here? Ooh, V3. Yay! V3, that's actually gonna be so good. Alright, so we have our next little section. Okay, we need to get the little cubby that's open. Then we need... Okay, okay. Come on. Come on, Ratchet. Oh, 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 oh. I did it! Are those the charge boots? They are. I don't know if or when we'll need the charge boots, but it was in a completely optional section. So probably could have went the entire game without getting them, but charge boots are too good to not have. Because look. And the physics on them aren't terrible either, so.
Alright, Chief. What can we
Alright,
do you
let's get our last Shock Ravager upgrade. And now we can work on our Predator launcher that we haven't even fired yet.
A bunch of chumps?
We don't have enough money yet for either of those weapons, but that's fine. Okay. Ooh. Shock Ravager.
We have a security breach. The Lombax has infiltrated the Imperial Flight Festival.
Yeah. You've been saying that the Lombax is here, the Lombax is there. But you still have not given me a person who is adequately able to deal with me, the Lombax. So until you can do so, I would just stop announcing to people that the Lombax is around, you know? Okay, listen. I do appreciate that some of these monsters are forcing me to use different weapons. Because of, like, the shield, for example. Okay. Let's use the Groovatron here. Okay, 4 of those don't kill. Might be Plasma Beast moment. There we go. That was nearly bad. Jump into their little spawn cages, make sure we didn't forget anything else. We didn't, so jump pad time.
Managed to procure an ingenious disguise to protect your anonymity. You can pick it up at the arena entrance.
Quark will be there in a second, you freaking goofball. Wait, why'd I... Y'all, why am I like this? I'm so thankful that they have, like, so much nanotech just lying around. Okay. There we go. We still haven't had a reason to use our launcher yet. I don't know. It's nice to not have to worry about, not have to worry about ammo and stuff yet. We've just been kind of chilling and vibing, which I think that whenever I play these games, that's what I kind of like the most, where I don't really have to go and suddenly lock in and focus really hard. Especially sometimes now that I don't use a face cam anymore, because there are times where I'm kind of like, sorry, I'm locking in. You guys see my avatar just like sitting there, while my physical self am like staring super intently at the screen. Ooh, level 3. So the nice thing is that the grenade is still decent enough into these guys, into the shield guys. It's just that you have to kind of be mindful about where the explosion of the grenade is taking place. I am using the weapon a little bit in order. It's just because I think the experience required to level some of the weapons actually does scale with like where you're using them in the game. So right now I am getting a touch bit more XP than like some of the other planets. So still continuing to use some of the early game weapons here isn't necessarily a bad call. Oh, nice. I leveled up.
We've spotted the Longbacks on the arena thoroughfare. Activate the parasitic ocular defenses. All right, Ratchet. Reconfigure
Okay, so we made it over to the tournament hub. Nice. I say that before we wrap up stream today, because like I said, I started a little late, so I am going a little bit over my typical time, is to basically do this first round of the tournament and finish the story of this section.
Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming our guest of honor, your Cragmite Overlord and my new best friend, Emperor Tachyon.
Dang, that's a yikes. All right, let's start. So the tournament, the tournaments, honestly, I think this is low-key just a reskin of the one from Up Your Arsenal. Wait, visually, yeah, I think this is just a reskin of it. Of course, like new textures and everything. They probably definitely used the one from Up Your Arsenal definitely as a base. Not like that's a bad thing. The tournaments are definitely some of the best places, in my opinion, to quickly level up your guns. Also, the final stages in the game are also good spots, just because they tend to be a lot more enemy dense. Didn't know they had bombing types like that. We actually almost got a full level for our fusion grenade just off of this section alone. I think that's pretty good. We got a very long round 3, but if this tournament round lasts a lot shorter than expected, then I may just do like some of the optional tournaments that they may have right off the rip.
We have a new champion.
Easy.
Congratulations, Mustachio. You defied the odds and managed not to die.
Exactly.
Okay, troopers, it's time to welcome our first.
Ooh, boss time. All right. The nice thing about fighting bosses is that just even using your gun against some of the bosses can net some decent experience. So you guys are just gonna see me use everything that's not the magma combustor. Oh. Wasn't expecting that to work as well as it did. All right, let's dodge, dodge, dodge. Okay, let's do this. I think, yeah, it also works on bosses. Groovaton is incredibly strong. Yeah, not super thrilled with me. Let's try it again. There we go. I was focusing on survival there, but I also wanted weapon XP.
You remind me of me when I was a young fighter, only shorter and less strapping.
Quark, do you mind telling us what you're doing working for Tachyon?
Oh, just a little thing I like to call saving the universe.
Right.
There I was, surrounded by Tachyon's minions, perched on the brink of certain death, staring into the icy precipice of the inevitable. I knew I had to take action. I engaged my foes, channeling days of kung fu classes and dispatching my crouching kitten style with lethal precision. But alas, these rock-hard pecs and unbridled machismo can only hold out for so long. After destroying 2,000 of them, a lucky shot rendered me unconscious. For the safety of the good citizens of Kurwan, I swore allegiance to Tachyon's army and became his confidant.
Which means you used your powers as a world-class suck-up to save your own hide.
100%.
Column A, little column B. Here, take this. It'll explain everything. The optical relay is damaged, but maybe you can find a ship to play it on.
Like my ship?
Great! Quit messing around and get over here. I have
Oh.
foils that require lancing.
Coming, Your Excellence. Pray for me.
All right, so we do have a couple. Do have a couple rounds that we can kind of mess around with before we move on to the next planet. So why don't we knock a couple of these out? I'm planning to go for like another 12 minutes. So this one's pretty simple. This round we basically just got a time limit on our hands. So as long as I am fast on the trigger with using my different weapons, making sure I'm getting ammo in a timely fashion, this won't be too bad. You guys can already see how well the grenades are going for me. Not the gelinator. Now, the Plasma Beast isn't necessarily a gun for spamming, just because with the way of how it works. However, the nice thing about them is that I can kind of put them ahead of my path and I can kind of preset them. Oh, that explosion radius that we got from the Raritanium upgrade makes this weapon just so much better. But yeah, the Plasma Beasts and the grenades should be more than enough to really just take care of all this. It's a nice way to also get some early-ish game.
I'm told these Terraclons hail from the War Tower Razor Mines.
Oh, there we go. I just got like 6 of them.
Lovely planet. If you're lucky to get shipped in this method.
All right. Let's also work to not get immediately hit by the clobbering dudes. Oh, I didn't even grab the ammo there. Oopsie daisy. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of making my laps around while grabbing ammo. It's a pretty effective strategy if I do say so myself. Each of the arenas, as you guys can kind of tell, has their own little gimmick that they got going on for them, so I'm not too particularly worried about this one. Pretty much stay to the outer rims, throw fusion grenades, profit. I was about to say, game, come on, give me my less money I have to spend on ammo, the better. Alright, next round. This one is the Shadow Ravager round. So we are only going to be using this Shadow Ravager, Shock Ravager. I'm only just explaining these quickly because I am just kind of quickly hopping into like the next arena challenge from the previous one that I did. But these weapon exclusive challenges tend to be real easy because you only have access to one weapon, so the thing that's kind of scary about this round is that what's it called? Is that there are a lot of enemies to try to take out. And unfortunately, you only have access to your wrench. What I like doing in the wrench only challenge is that just remember that you do have a ranged option too. The range option lets you throw out your wrench and you're not stuck being like still. And you could also use the lock strafe to kind of position yourself well enough to get good range and good mileage out of your all right, I'm trying to make some potential room for myself. And oh, actually, another really big piece of advice as we are doing this. Friendly fire for enemies does exist. If you can position yourself in a way where enemies are taking extra damage from each other, that's gonna really set you up for some potential success. Okay. Took out the vast majority of them. I only have 11 HP left. The thing that's gonna suck is that if I die, I'm gonna have to do all of this all over again. In Ratchet Deadlock, I think there was like a wrench-only challenge, but you also had to not take damage. And those challenges are genuinely unpleasant. So, let's not do all that. I couldn't stop myself. Woo! Ooh. Okay. They're gonna run after me. That's fine. Just jump and move out the way. Strafe jump. Block. Yeah, luckily they all die within 2 hits of the wrench. Okay. Ooh, the hitbox on that's kind of crazy. Okay. Might use just the 2 gunners to help try to take some of these guys out.
Challenger cowardly flees his opponents, his tail between his legs, his eyes filled with tears. I taught him that trick.
One of them's down. Another one's down. I just need to not get hit by a stray bullet. Luckily, their bullets are very, very slow.
That's gonna ring a few bells.
Dodge him. Are you kidding me? I missed. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was a little scary towards the end. Okay. So we are repeating. So this might be one of the few times where I actually try to. We only have a minute to beat this guy. Not impossible. I feel like there's just moments where this boss just refuses to take damage all of a sudden. So this is gonna be the part where I actually use the actually wait, what am I doing? I can still use the Predator launcher. I forgot that it fires by like pressing triangle. But yeah, another 10,000. Beat him up very quickly. And we got our one last challenge before we can really like be done with this for now. Pretty simple challenge if I do say so myself. Especially now that I have my guns back.
Today's consolation prize is an
Let's drop a plasma beast down.
Come for the bathhouses.
Fusion grenade. Clobbering dudes. Lots of melee characters. I have to remember that that doesn't actually work on them. Oh yeah, I forgot. On newly spawned enemies, the thing is kind of weird. The Alright, there we go. So we got rid of everything so we could actually buy the last 2 weapons before we are poor again.
You can steer tornadoes by tilting the controller.
Alright. We more or less did it for now. We just need to make it back to our ship.
Using your newly acquired helipod. Simply fire a helipod at the loop target to try it out.
Oh, nice. So helipods are a gadget. And we can teleport to here from there.
Is an effective way to win bolts and prizes. Returning gladiators are always welcome.
Thanks. Thanks, Gadgeton AI voice. Who, I mean, is probably an actual person, so. Because there's some inflection in there.
Alright, let's find out what Tachyon's up to.
Greetings, inferior beings of Polaris. Does your life lack a sense of purpose? Do you constantly worry about finding steady income? Do you like killing stuff? Then join the Imperial Army and aid me in my humble quest for galactic domination.
Galactic domination.
Meet interesting people and execute them in the name of me.
Hold the phone! Did you just say I could meet?
Oh, I thought he was about to say hold the front, like hold the front door. But instead of front door, it was. I thought Cork was just gonna casually drop an F-bomb.
Galaxy is the filthy Lombax secret responsible for the Kragmite defeat. As an official Tachyon trooper, your job will be to ravage every planet until it is found. Leave no stone unturned, no rebel spared. Exterminate anyone who stands in your way. All for a tidy salary and competitive benefits package.
Wow, all that and travel too?
Indeed. Take the Nundak asteroid ring, for example. Our spies have learned that the secret may be hidden here on this remote moon base. If you sign up by tonight, you can join in on the raid.
Emperor Tachyon is an equal opportunity oppressor.
Not equal opportunity oppressor is insane. Insane work.
Do you think this Lombax secret could be the weapon used to vaporize the Kragmites?
Whatever it is, we need to get to it before Tachyon does.
All right. So for now, we're actually going to just head back to the Imperial Festival. I just did that to kind of activate the autosave. Or we can just save like this, because that would be smarter. So, that's going to be it for today. Tomorrow, we will play a little bit longer, get a couple more planets done, and enjoy our time with it. So, thank you guys all so very much for watching today's stream, even though it was a little bit late today. I won't deny that. It was a little bit late today. And I'm excited to see where this game continues to go because, like I said, it's been a while. I don't remember every single detail, but I remember enough to where I could have like competent conversation. So I do hope you guys have a fantastic night, and I will see you guys next time. All right. See you guys then.